The Democrats are absolutely horrified that Donald Trump is going to try to run a third term. And this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But this is how unhinged Democrats are. But let's get something straight here. Donald Trump he cannot win a third term. He cannot. That's the law. You're two and done. And it doesn't mean two consecutive. You're two and done. You can't, because if that was the case, then he could win. You know, what they're saying is he can win one term, leave office, then win a term, and then have a second term behind his second term. It doesn't work that way. And this is how unhinged Democrats are. And I was reading this article on MSN, and just to show you how hypocritical and how left-wing, because we all know that, what's his name, Bill Gates is a left-wing moron. We know that. And for those of you who just, and I'm just going to say this again, keep this in mind. Bill Gates doubled his wealth during COVID. Think about that for a minute. But the Democrats are absolutely flipping out that Donald Trump might try to seek a third term, which he cannot do. And I'm going to read some of this off MSN just so you can see how hypocritical and how wrong they are about everything. So Democrats in Congress are pressing their Republican colleagues to unequivocally confirm that President-elect Donald Trump is constitutionally barred from serving a third term. Okay, we don't need to do that. The Republicans don't need, whatever, dude. You're looking for something that's not there. But they are so afraid of Donald Trump that they actually want this in writing, even though constitutionally he can't do it. This is amazing to me. Representative Dan Goldman, a New York Democrat, go figure, introduced a resolution into the House of Representatives on November 14th that reaffirms the 22nd Amendment applies to two terms in the aggregate, including non-consecutive presidencies like Trump's. Congress must uphold the principles of the Constitution and reaffirm its clear intent to limit presidents to two terms, Goldman said in a statement. Now let's get something clear. Had the roles been turned around, and let's say it was Obama who won and then lost and then came back in, this wouldn't even be a thing for the Democrats. This wouldn't even be a thing. Because let's be honest, Obama had two terms. He got another term with Joey Bribes. He was looking for a fourth term with drinks on the house Harris, because Obama is the mastermind behind all of this. Everybody knows Joe Biden was making no decisions. Joe Biden does not have the ability to make a decision. Where the hell is Joe Biden? Where's he at? He's in Africa. What's he doing over there? Napping? Where the hell's Kamala Harris? Who's leading the country? I tell you who's leading the country. Donald Trump. Donald Trump's the one making the statements about the wars going on around the world. It's not coming from Kamala Harris and Joey Bribes. It's coming from Donald Trump. The man's not even in office yet, and he's having to run the country right now. But the resolution follows multiple comments from Trump hinting. Now, this is MSNBC's reporting, and listen how slanted MSNBC is. The resolution follows multiple comments from Trump hinting at the desire or entitlement to serve beyond two terms, which he has never done. On November 13th, Trump told House Republicans, "I suspect I won't be running again unless you do something," implying a potential push to extend his eligibility. Okay, completely taken out of context. That is not what he's talking about. And let me tell you right now, Democrats, they wouldn't understand a joke if I took one, wadded it up, and hit them in their face with it. They wouldn't know what a joke is. And if you don't believe me, just look at what they're doing to comedy. They're killing comedy. The Democrats are absolutely killing comedy. Such comments, while often dismissed by Trump and his allies as jokes, have alarmed Democrats. It's because Democrats are idiots. That's why they've alarmed Democrats. The resolution also highlights Trump's rhetoric. This is from MSN now. Rhetoric during campaign events at 2024 at a conservative Christian gathering in July. He told attendees they won't have to vote anymore if he's reelected, suggesting a future where elections may be rendered unnecessary. That is not, absolutely, that is a lie. Here we go again. MSN, Bill Gates' company, which he's not running anymore, but MSN, Microsoft, liberal hypocrites. That's all they are. That is not even what he was talking about. He was talking about the Christians, because a lot of Christians don't vote. And what he was telling them is, and listen to me very closely now for all of you thick-headed non-brainers. What he was telling them is, if you vote this time and we win, you won't ever have to vote again. Not because I will be president forever, but if you win this time and the Republicans get in, then the Republicans should be able to maintain the power for a while, because of the disaster the Democrats have done to the country. That's exactly what he meant verbatim. But not in Democrat world. In Democrat world, he's going to be a dictator. He's Hitler. Where's the mustache? He's Hitler. It just amazes me how unhinged and honestly stupid Democrats are. They have to be the dumbest group of people in the world. Similar comments date back to 2019 when he posted videos and spoke at campaign rallies entertaining the idea of an extended or indefinite terms. Jesus, give me a break. Should we go back to 16 years? Should we do that? Trump mused during a 2018 speech to Congress referencing Chinese President Jinping's lifetime leadership. Again, that's not what he's talking about, unhinged liberals. He's not talking about him maintaining power. He's talking about the Republicans maintaining power. We've had enough, Democrats. We've had enough. For the last 16 years, Democrats have had control for 12 years, and look where it's gotten us. Record inflation, sky-high prices on everything, wars all over the world. That's where it's gotten us. Democrats, you can't say hello to them without offending a Democrat, a liberal. They get offended about everything. I said in my last video, put a bunch of random words up on a wall, throw a dart, and whatever that dart lands on, somewhere there's a Democrat being offended by it. Black shoelaces. Why do they got to be black? Are you racist? Why do you got to have black shoelaces? Somewhere a liberal is losing their mind about black shoelaces, guaranteed right now. And of course, Republicans have completely dismissed all the idiocy coming out of the left. Tim Burchett, who is representative from my home state, Tennessee, he said this is clearly a joke. They're looking for headlines where there are none, and that's exactly what they are doing. The 22nd Amendment, ratified in 1951, was introduced to prevent the repeat of Franklin D. Roosevelt's fourth-term presidency. While some Trump allies have publicly advocated for its repeal, I've never heard of anybody, never once, advocating for that. No formal legislative attempts have been made because nobody is advocating for it. That's why. This is MSN. This is their liberal shill crap news organization. Still, Trump's rhetoric has sparked concerns among Democrats that such efforts could gain traction within a GOP-dominated Congress. No, it's not. No, it's not, because unlike the smooth brain liberals, the smooth brain Democrats, we actually have the ability to think. And this is something that Democrats simply cannot wrap their brain around. You open a door, it lets everybody walk through the door, kind of like Joey Bribes and his pardons, who, by the way, I said several videos ago, we've not seen the end of it, and it looks like Joe Biden's getting ready to dish out at least 4 more pardons before he leaves office. There's going to be more pardons to come. And we said, don't open that door, Joey Bribes, because as soon as you open that door, that gives power to everybody else that you're going to whine, cry, and complain about. Because since he did, and here's the beauty of it, this is the beauty of it. Since he pardoned Hunter, and that was all dismissed. Now, if there is another case brought against somebody in the Biden family, Hunter can no longer take the Fifth Amendment. Hunter will have to go on stand and tell the truth, or lie on stand, which we all know that Hunter will do. But he can no longer seek the Fifth Amendment because of the pardon. That's the beauty of it. And here we go, back to MSN. Trump himself has sent mixed signals on the issue. No, he is not. In the April 24 interview with Time, he said, I wouldn't be in favor of a third term, not for me, but added that a lot of people like it. Democrats worry such statements normalize discussions of extended terms and weaken democratic norms. Okay, he has never said that I'm going to run for third term. Donald Trump does not. Donald Trump probably would not have run for a second term had Joe Biden not done such a crappy job as president. The reason Donald Trump ran to begin with was because of the disaster brought on by Barack Obama. If there was no Obama, there would not have been a Donald Trump. And Donald Trump said that before the 2016 campaign. He said, I am only here because of the disaster Barack Obama has made on the country that I love. That's how we got Donald Trump. So, we want to thank you liberals because it is you all that gave us Donald Trump. However, while symbolic, Goldman's resolution is unlikely to gain traction in the Republican-controlled House, where Trump continues to wield significant influence. Yeah, he's the president, and he won resoundingly. Yet Democrats see the effort as a crucial step in reinforcing constitutional principles. Give me a break. Give me a break. These are the same Democrats that wanted to pack the court so the court would swing in their favor. The same Democrats that wanted to do that. And now they're worried about this because the Democrats only seem to worry when they lose power. When they have power, it's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all on the Democrat side. They'll do whatever they want to do. They will spend money. They'll give money to everybody in the world. We'll print all the money we want, and they're floating, and luckily, Joe Biden doesn't have the mental capacity to actually pack the court at this point, so we don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to tell you what would have happened. Had Joe Biden packed the court and then Donald Trump had won, Donald Trump would have just added more justices to put it back in the favor of Donald Trump because you open a door. Once the door's open, everybody can pass through. Democrats cannot seem to understand that philosophy to save their lives. Moving on, the 22nd Amendment was created for a reason, Goldman said. It's not about any single individual. It's about ensuring no one person can consolidate power indefinitely. Oh, you mean like the Democrats are trying to do? Why else would you be trying to pack the court? Why else would you be trying to do that if you weren't trying to consolidate power indefinitely? And it amazes me that they never think of the repercussions of the stupid things that they do. Again, going back to Joey Bribes and the pardon. Now, I said it in the last video. We understand why he pardoned Hunter. It's his son. I get that. I would have done the same thing. But I also said chances are my son would not have been a tax evading, sex trafficking, trying to get guns illegally, drug addict. Oh, my eye itches like crazy. Allergies, man. Allergies since the weather changed. Oh, the allergies are kicking my ass. But chances are my son wouldn't have been that person, so I wouldn't have had to worry about it. To where Joe Biden has to worry about it because Hunter Biden is all of those things. He is all of those things. And the thing that amazes me about it, and like I said, this is the door they opened, okay? The Democrat Party, who's so anti-gun, the president's son violated their anti-gun rhetoric by trying to buy a gun while he was a known drug addict. Then they pardoned him for it. Think about that. The anti-gun party pardoned the guy who was breaking the laws about guns. Think about that for a second. And it shows you that how hypocritical the Democrats truly are. And this is the very law, like I said, that Joe Biden championed, was getting these laws passed that Hunter Biden clearly violated, and clearly the Democrats don't care. They don't care that Hunter Biden broke the gun laws. They don't care. The very laws that they champion for constantly, they don't care that Hunter Biden broke it. They don't care at all. Now, if it was a Republican, had Donald Trump done that and his son was Hunter Biden, oh my God, we'd never hear the end of it. This would go on forever. They would be impeaching Donald Trump before he even got in office if this happened. But since it's Joey Bribes, it's all good, babe. It's all good. It doesn't matter because the liberals are hypocrites. 100% a hypocrite. And MSN, I mean, this is just an absolute joke of an article. It is so slanted against Donald Trump. And this is the problem. This is why Democrats lost. Because of all these lies they love to tell. Because nobody believes us anymore. Nobody believes us anymore except for the left-wing unhinged liberals that donated to Kamala Harris's campaign and watched her piss away $1.5 billion in an absolute laughable campaign run. And I do mean laughable. And like I said, now that everybody's had time to stand back and look at it, even the Democrats, not the liberals, two totally different groups, even the Democrats were, what the hell were we thinking? Dude, we missed the mark by a mile. Not the liberals. They're still donating to Kamala. They're still paying off her $20 million debt. Liberals are crazy, man. These people don't have a brain. They just don't have the ability to think. But this is why, right here, MSN, this is exactly why the Democrats lost. This is more rhetoric, more hate speech from the left. And like I said, I don't care that they're, hate speech, that's a good thing. In my opinion, hate speech is a good thing because that's that's our Constitution, like I said. Because the freedom of speech doesn't become an issue unless you deem it hate speech. Then that's where the Second Amendment kicks in. Because what you deem hate speech to me just may be regular old speech. That's why we have a Second Amendment, to stop unhinged people like liberals. But like I said, this is exactly why Donald Trump won, because people don't believe this anymore. And here he is. Donald Trump has won the election, and MSN is still spreading the rhetoric and the lies. MSNBC is about to go down the tubes. And honestly, MSN needs to be right behind it.